Yo, what's good YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoop, back with the DPL, and we have Season 2 semifinals. Not only that, but the Crusaders and Jerry Evolution have went into a 4-4 tie. So now we're into the tiebreaker series, which is going to be a best of three, three different players from each team. So, first game, it's going to be Iron Flash Gaming, Zazo, taking on King L5, two of the best players, in my opinion, in Draft League format's history. Big fan of both of their styles and their understanding of the game and things like that. This is going to be a huge game. So, Zazo decided to bring the Misdrevious. I think that's Mega Gardevoir, Heatran, Garchomp, Quillfish, and the Weavile. King L5 bringing his Granbull, Kieran Black, Landorus Therian, Ferrothorn, Mega Manectric, and the Starmie. So I think Starmie is an underrated Pokemon in Draft League format. I think it's very undervalued. People look at it and say, oh, it's a fast spinner, but it's more than that. It really is. It has the natural cure ability, it has the analytic ability, it's like a truck. Has a fantastic speed tier, fantastic move pool, offensive dual typing is very fantastic, and has some nice techs like reflect type and things like that, so that it can get out of danger versus other certain threats. So here we have King L5 leading off with his Mega Manectric, likely to Volt Switch out. Perhaps if, expecting Zazo not to lead with like Garchomp or something like that, and if he did lead with the Garchomp, then he could just pivot around into like Granbull or Landorus. He has 2 Intimidate users, 3 now that the Manectric has Mega Evolved. He does just Volt Switch out, and the Gardevoir actually takes 30%, which is a big chunk, considering Gardevoir's special defense. Just gonna run some calcs real quick and see what kind of damage that is. So if he's no bulk Mega Gardevoir, that looks more like a high roll on a max HP Gardevoir. So the Gardevoir does just get a sub up, so that's a nice play there. However, King L5 does have the Ferrothorn in, and it could have the Bullet Seed. And if he does go for the Bullet Seed here, not only will he break the sub, but he'll likely get the knockout here. So the Mega Gardevoir reveals the hidden power, likely fire, obviously fire, I think. And the Ferrothorn reveals the Aqua Berry, so not going to be able to pick up the knockout on that turn. And how much did it do? It did 32%, likely to do 64%. There was a critical hit. So the crit could have mattered. It may not have mattered though. It's dependent on their sets. It is really unfortunate though. If it did matter, because he did stay in, and would have likely clicked. Oh, he probably clicked Stealth Rocks, to be honest, but in the case that he did click. But yeah, it looks like Hidden Power Fire to a max HP, max Spadef Ferrothorn without the Aqua Berry does 58 to 69%. So it could have knocked out without the crit, would have just needed a higher roll, likely. So there would have been actually there was only one roll that would have been able to knock out the Ferrothorn. So that's if it's max special attack Gardevoir, which it's likely not because it's max HP. But it could be max HP, max special attack, or the Mega Manectric may not have gotten, maybe weaker. I don't know where I was going with that. However, King L5 brings his Landorus Therian in here. More than likely scares out the Gardevoir. Iron Flash Gaming doesn't have a ground resist, so Earthquake looks pretty nice here at this point. Definitely be interested to see what both players do here. I do think Gardevoir still has a lot of value, so I don't think you allow Gardevoir to go down. However, if you're bulky enough to take maybe like a defensive Landers Earthquake, then I could understand that. It does look like he's got a bit of a Volt Turn core here, King L5, which may be designed to bring in the Kyurem Black. So he does U-turn out here as the Mischievous comes in. I find the lack of nicknames here very, very, very disturbing. So there's a critical hit on that turn. I don't think that's actually going to matter. I suppose it could come into play, but I don't think so. With that extra 5 or 6% there on the damage, I don't think that's going to come into play. But yeah, he did get the crit earlier on the Ferrothorn, so it's possible that may have mattered. Well, like I said, the Ferrothorn needed to be max HP, and the Mega Gardevoir needed to be timid max HP. But let's see here, if it's modest, it actually had a way higher chance to knock out, in which case more than half of the rolls were in favor to get the knockout. So he does bring the Kyurem in and actually goes for the Ice Beam, and it bounces off. More than likely an EVO outset, perhaps with intended bulk, and it does reveal the rest as well. So it could be a Sleep Talk variant. Able to get the Will-O-Wisp off on the Kyurem and Landon, so going to be a little bit crippled there. May or may not be crucial. We'll see. But yeah, he does reveal the Sleep Talk as well, so Zazo got the heat here. That's the new Kyurem counter, potentially here. So far so good, being able to 1v1. About time I say that though, the Kyurem does reveal Roost. It was likely that it had Roost anyway. Heatran tanks the Play Rough, gets up Stealth Rocks, but the Grand Bull reveals the Earthquake and damn near obliterates Heatran. He comes to Starmie though, likely going to just click Grab Spin here and keep Kyurem and the Volt Turn Court in a solid position. But he does just decide to fire off the pump there. Was that a pump or was that a Surf? I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it was a Hydro pump. Because when I saw the animation, I thought it may have missed, or it might miss. Not that it may have. So Zazo could bring in his Weavile here. I think that's a likely play. I don't know. I guess Starmie could be Scarf, but then again, so could the Weavile. He does have a Mega Miniature, so Scarf Weavile could be a thing. No Pursuit though. The Grand Bull does come in, tanks the knockoff, and likely going to force the Weavile out. This does open up Quillfish to come in. Quillfish can get its own Intimidate off versus this Grand Bull. So I'm going to assume that King L5 is going to make the double into his Mega Miniature as Zazo goes into the Quillfish. I don't think Zazo has a different play. I think staying in is definitely not the play. Especially if you're expecting the Mega Miniature to come in, as you to be double intimidated, plus Mega Miniature doesn't have an item. But yeah, King L5 doesn't double into the Mega Miniature. Quillfish does come out, likely going to be able to set up a Toxic Spike here. which is going to be really, really nice for wearing down Starmie, and this Gramble, which has proven to be an issue to the Garchomp and the Weavile thus far. So he does get a spike up first. It's pretty nice, but the Starmie does come in, and now has to make a prediction here. Do you predict the Misdreavus to come in and prevent the Rapid Spin? I think you do. I think you got to predict that, but at the same time, I think being Zazo, I think you have to go into your spin block, and I think King L5's plays to try to spin at least. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely the play there. So gets a sleep talk, a nice sleep talk roll there, getting the Will-O-Wisp off. Wonder if this thing's like Shadow Ball or something. So in comes the Gramble once again. Hazard's taking its toll. And this thing actually reveals the Hex. So really, really cool set there. Sleep Talk, Rest, Hex, and Will-O-Wisp. With no ghost immunities on King L5 squad. At least the squad that he brought. I don't know what two mons he didn't bring. So does Hex double in power versus mons that are sleep? Well, I couldn't base it off that crit there, but I think that did almost triple the damage. Yeah, Hex is doing significantly more now than it was previously. So yeah, sleep definitely plays a factor in that. And the Misdreavus actually able to take out the Gramble as it sleeps its life away. In comes the Mega Manectric though, taking a round of Stealth Rocks and a round of Spikes. So this is important because the more hazards these Pokemon take, the more Weavile looks very, very threatening with just Eye Short. Just priority Eye Short. And knockoff for things like, I guess, Kyurem and Starmie. Or more like Ice Oak Crash for Kyurem. And then Eye Shard for things like Mega Manectric and Landers. However, he does still have Dual Intimidate, but still, it makes things hard on Weavile. But with 5 mons, able to pivot around like that, and Weavile, most of these Pokemon being very healthy as well, I think Zazo's in a prime position so far. So King L5 just throws off a Thunderbolt. Not able to do much damage, and the Misdreavus able to rest up and switch out into the Garchomp there on the following Thunderbolt. And this could be Scarf Chomp. Heatran did reveal rocks, so it could be like Scarf Chomp. It could be. There's no Z moves in this gym. This is ORAS. If I didn't mention that at the beginning, so this is going to be like. It's going to be like a Scarf Chomp or like a Salad. You see the Earth Power there, so you know it's not going to be like Swords Dance or anything like that. And in comes the Landers, gets an Intimidate off versus the Garchomp, and forces the Garchomp out, as he does get rocks up, even, you know, kind of level in the playing field. It does put a lot of pressure on Weavile, and the Gardevoir comes in as rocks go up. So now Mega Gardevoir could be able to outpace this Landers and get some big chip damage off. Revealed Hidden Power Fire, so we know there's no Hidden Power Ice coming, but Hyper Voice will do the job. Does quite a bit of damage there. And yeah, Earthquake able to pick up the knockout versus the Gardevoir. Gardevoir put its fair share of work in, though, I do believe. And in comes the Weavile. So Weavile looking like a huge threat, like I mentioned earlier. Goes straight for the knockoff and picks up the knockout. Not bad. Yeah, I think we knew Kieran kind of had to come in there because obviously Starmie, if this is Scarf Weavile, Starmie and Mega Miniature don't want to come in because Mega Miniature would take the knockoff before getting his damage off. Even after an Intimidate, it would put it in range to where Rocks wouldn't. I mean, he couldn't come in on Rocks again. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, able to pick up the knockout, knocking the Roselli Berry off of the Kieran Blackberry. Not bad at all. Sacks off the Quilvish to the Thunderbolt, gets a critical hit. Don't think it's gonna matter. Oh yeah, we do see Garchomp come in, and it does reveal to be Scarf as it outpaces the Mega Miniature with the Earth Power, and not able to pick up the knockout on Starmie here. But it looks like the following one will after the burn damage, and that's going to be good game. So yeah, really good game to both players. The Mischievous set was fantastic. Weavile and Garchomp put in the work. I'd like to know what kind of set that Weavile is though. But yeah, good game. Let me know what you guys thought. This is going to be Jerry Evolution going up 1-0 in the tiebreaker series versus the Crusaders. So let me know what you guys think about the prep and plays on both sides of the field. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.